Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Does this sound familiar? You've got a mountain of homework, a huge exam is just around the corner, and you feel like you're drowning in deadlines. You're staring at your books, but your mind is a million miles away, scrolling through social media or just zoning out. The stress keeps building, and you have no idea where to even start. It's a feeling almost every student knows. You think, if only I had more time. But what if I told you it's not about having more time, but about managing the time you have more effectively? What if you could study less but learn more, get better grades, and still have time for your friends and hobbies? It sounds too good to be true, but it's totally possible. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets to studying smarter, not harder. I'm going to share 3 powerful, life-changing time management techniques that are super easy to learn and will completely transform your student life. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let us dive into how you can take back control of your time and ace your studies without the stress. First up, let's talk about one of the most famous and effective methods out there, the Pomodoro Technique. The name might sound fancy, it's Italian for tomato, but the concept is beautifully simple. It was invented by a university student, Francesco Cirillo, back in the 1980s, who used a tomato-shaped kitchen timer to manage his study sessions. So how does it work? It's all about breaking down your work into short, focused intervals. You pick one task you need to work on, just one. Then, you set a timer for 25 minutes. For those 25 minutes, you give that single task your undivided attention. That means no phone, no social media, no getting up for a snack. You are in a complete focus zone. When the timer rings, you stop. Even if you're in the middle of a sentence, you stop. Now, you get to take a short 5-minute break. Stretch your legs, grab a glass of water, or just look out the window. Do something completely unrelated to your work? This short break is your reward and helps your brain reset. After your 5-minute break, you set the timer for another 25-minute session. You repeat this cycle 4 times. After completing for Pomodoros, you take a longer break, maybe 15 to 30 minutes. This longer break allows you to truly relax before starting the next set of sessions. Why is this so effective? It fights procrastination by making tasks seem less daunting. Eileen's just work for 25 minutes is a lot easier to commit to than Eileen's study for 3 hours. It also improves your focus by training your brain to ignore distractions for short periods. Plus, the regular breaks prevent burnout and keep your mind fresh and sharp. So, next time you're facing a big study session, just try one Pomodoro. You'll be amazed at how much you can get done in just 25 minutes of pure focus. Alright, now that we know how to focus in short bursts, let's figure out what we should be focusing on. This brings us to our second technique, the Eisenhower Matrix. This brilliant tool helps you prioritize your tasks by sorting them based on 2 simple factors, urgency and importance. Imagine a big square divided into 4 smaller squares, or quadrants. The top row is for urgent tasks, and the bottom row is for not urgent tasks. The left column is for important tasks, and the right column is for not important tasks. This gives us for boxes urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, and finally, not urgent and not important. Let's break it down. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, is for your crises and deadlines. Think of a project due tomorrow or studying for an exam that's happening in a few hours. These are the tasks you need to do immediately. Do them now. Next, Quadrant 2 is not urgent but important. This is the magic quadrant for success. These are tasks that contribute to your long-term goals, like planning your study schedule for the week, working on a long-term research paper, exercising, or learning a new skill. Since they aren't urgent, we often put them off. The key is to schedule time to do these tasks before they become urgent. This is how you get ahead. Quadrant 3 is urgent but not important. These are often interruptions, like some emails, phone calls, or a friend asking for a small favor right now. They feel urgent, but they don't really help you reach your goals. The strategy here is to delegate if you can, or handle them as quickly as possible without letting them derail your important work. And finally, we have Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important. This is the quadrant of time wasters. Think mindless scrolling on social media, binge watching a show you're not even that into, or other trivial distractions. You want to limit the time you spend here as much as possible. By sorting your to-do list into this matrix, you get a clear visual of what truly matters. It stops you from being busy just for the sake of being busy and ensures you re-putting your energy where it will have the biggest impact. Try it with your to-do list tonight. You might be surprised by what you find. So, we know what to work on and how to focus. Now, how do we fit it all into our busy schedules? That's where our third and final technique comes in, time blocking. Time blocking is like creating a budget, but for your time instead of your money. You look at your day or week and assign a specific purpose to every block of time. Instead of a vague to-do list, you have a concrete plan laid out on your calendar. Here's how to get started. First, take a look at your week. Start by blocking out all your fixed appointments, things like your class schedule, work hours, or team practice. These are your non-negotiables. Next, remember our Eisenhower matrix. Look at your important tasks from both Quadrant 1 and Quadrant 2. These are your top priorities. Schedule specific blocks of time in your calendar to work on them. For example, you might block out Tuesday from 3 to 5 p.m. for work on history essay or Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. for review chemistry notes. Be specific. The more detailed you are, the easier it is to follow. But here's a crucial part of time blocking that many people forget. You must also schedule time for breaks and leisure. Block out time for lunch, for a workout, for hanging out with friends, or just for doing absolutely nothing. If you don't schedule your downtime, your work time will expand to fill the entire day, leading to burnout. Time blocking works because it removes the guesswork. You never have to ask, what should I be doing right now? You just look at your calendar. It also helps you be more realistic about how much you can actually get done in a day. When you see your time laid out visually, you realize you can't possibly do 20 things. This forces you to prioritize. It might feel a bit rigid at first, but it's incredibly liberating. It gives you permission to fully focus on the task at hand, and equally important, it gives you permission to relax guilt-free when it's time for a break. So there you have it, 3 powerful techniques to revolutionize the way you study and manage your time. Let's do a quick recap. First, we have the Pomodoro technique, which uses 25-minute focused sessions to help you beat procrastination and stay energized. Second, the Eisenhower matrix, your personal decision-making tool to sort tasks by urgency and importance, ensuring you're always working on what truly matters. And third, time blocking, the method of scheduling your entire day, including study, rest, and fun, to give you a clear, actionable plan and take control of your week. Combining these 3 strategies is the ultimate recipe for academic success and well-being. You can use the Eisenhower matrix to decide your priorities, then use time blocking to schedule when you'll do them, and finally, use the Pomodoro technique to execute those blocks with intense focus. Remember, the goal isn't to become a productivity robot. It's about creating a system that works for you, a system that allows you to achieve your academic goals while reducing stress and making sure you still have time to enjoy your life. Being a student is a marathon, not a sprint, and managing your energy is just as important as managing your time. Start small. Try just 1 Pomodoro session tomorrow. Or take 5 minutes to sort your tasks into the Eisenhower matrix. Small changes lead to big results over time. You have the power to change your habits and build a more balanced, successful, and less stressful student life. You got this! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos to help you succeed. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these techniques are you most excited to try? Or do you have another time management tip that works wonders for you? Share it with our community. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep learning and stay awesome.